Wow, ABC must have been really impressed with The Rookie to allow its ambitious Season 8 story. Why would ABC risk millions to send a police procedural across the ocean, unless they knew something we don't? Why is a fictional LAP unit flying halfway across the world, to a country where no one speaks their language? Unless what they're hunting isn't fiction anymore. Because what you're about to discover isn't just a twist in The Rookie's plot, it's a real-world gamble that networks rarely make unless something dangerous, secret, or extremely profitable is happening behind the scenes. So what did ABC discover in Prague? And why is The Rookie now the most unpredictable show on network television? This isn't just about Nathan Fillion, a few BTS photos, or Season 8 hype. It's about a deeper shift in the entertainment world, and why you may be witnessing the beginning of a massive transformation ABC doesn't want you to question. Because what they're doing with The Rookie, they've never done before, and what they're planning next could redefine how stories are told forever. For years, The Rookie was just another solid network drama. Age cop joins the LAPD, weekly crimes, steady character arcs, nothing groundbreaking. But in 2025 everything changed. What began as a typical season renewal quickly turned into one of the most ambitious production moves ABC has ever authorized. No announcement, no massive PR campaign. Just one simple fact buried deep in industry trades, not Burbank. Not a green screen pretending to be Europe. Actually in Prague. This is unheard of for a network police procedural. Filming abroad isn't just expensive, it's logistically insane. Cast, crew, permits, taxes, international insurance. All for a show in its 8th season. It doesn't make financial sense, unless there's something else going on. And that's where things start to spiral. Because the show isn't just filming a scene or two abroad. Entire plot threads, character arcs, even villains are reportedly tied to this international setting. Something that has never happened in The Rookie's 7 previous seasons. Jenna Dewan, Nathan Fillion, Mikia Cox, Bridget Regan, Felix Solis, all confirmed to be filming in Prague. But not Lucy Chen, not Tim Bradford, not Angela Lopez, not Selena Jores. Why split the cast so dramatically? Why send only a select few into unknown territory? And why is ABC suddenly pushing so hard for international expansion on a show that already has a stable domestic audience? Something isn't adding up, and it's no coincidence. You're going to want to pay close attention now, because this isn't just a season premiere, it's the beginning of a power move. And if you've ever cared about your favorite TV series, this is the moment you absolutely must subscribe to this channel. Because what we uncovered about ABC's secret production gamble is only the surface of what they're really testing, not just for The Rookie, but for every show coming after it. What if I told you that The Rookie's Prague shoot is part of an undisclosed international expansion test tied to streaming rights, foreign tax shelters, and a mysterious new spin-off quietly referred to behind closed doors as The Rookie North? You heard that right, not just another season, not a reboot, a full-blown international franchise, something that hasn't been attempted on this scale for a network drama since NC Ice went global. Except this time, they're not advertising it. Why? Because they want to test how far they can push viewers, and what audiences are willing to accept. Before they pull the curtain back, they're counting on your curiosity. They're betting you'll stick around to see what Nolan is doing in Prague, without asking why he's really there. Here's what we know: Prague is a hotspot for international tax credits. This means ABC can recoup 20–30% of its production costs quietly. Several international actors were spotted near the set, actors who've never appeared in The Rookie before. The story isn't taking place in LA at all for the opening episodes. It begins in Europe, with a case that appears to connect back to LAPD. Sounds like a one-off plot. Think again. This is a global pilot hidden inside a domestic show. ABC is testing whether The Rookie can serve as an anchor, not just for a franchise, but for an entirely new way to distribute serialized crime stories. Think about it. The Rookie LA, The Rookie Feds, The Rookie North, The Rookie Global, each based in a different region, each sharing storylines, characters, and villains, just like the MCU, but without the $300 budget. And here's the most chilling part: remember the end of Season 7. The return of a notorious villain, teased but never confirmed. Rumor has it he's not from LA. He's European intelligence, a rogue agent working off the grid, and the only people who can stop him, a task force that doesn't exist yet. One that Nolan may be chosen to lead. One that will force him out of Los Angeles permanently. Nolan leading a new task force. Sounds like just another character arc, until you realize this isn't a story written for television anymore. It's a calculated experiment in serialized network dominance. Here's what insiders won't say out loud, but we will. ABC isn't just confident in The Rookie. ABC is engineering a survival plan for broadcast TV itself, and The Rookie is the sacrificial test subject. Because let's face it, streaming is killing linear television. Every year, more viewers cut the cord, ratings drop, networks panic. But ABC might have found a loophole. Instead of replacing their aging catalog with flashy streaming junk, they're weaponizing their most stable asset, The Rookie, into a testing ground, one that lets them push storylines outside the US, without losing the home audience, justify international shoots under the guise of creative expansion, quietly introduce new characters from foreign branches, and replace main cast members without triggering fan revolts. Because think about it. Why send Nolan to Prague? Unless someone in LA isn't coming back, the overseas trip is a reset switch, a clean break to test replacements, retire older characters, and bridge into the rookie north. And ABC doesn't need to announce it now, because they already filmed it. Remember how half the cast is missing from Prague? Let's look at who's not there. Lucy Chen, Tim Bradford, Angela Lopez, Selina Jerez, Wade Gray, 5 of the most central characters in Ike Dye's mid-Wilshire division. Do you honestly believe ABC sent Nolan, Bailey, Nyla, and Monica overseas without a strategic reason? Sources from within the production suggest the Prague storyline is a multi-episode arc that begins the season. But what they're not revealing is, it might be a series of goodbyes. A fan favorite is rumored to die off-screen in Los Angeles while the Prague team is abroad, triggering a massive storyline that forces Nolan into the global spotlight. And when he returns, he might not be coming back to mid-Wilshire at all. Think that's dramatic? Here's a leak from a crew member who worked on the Season 8 premiere. This feels like a pilot for something new. Like we're not shooting the rookie anymore. It's bigger. It feels like we're just getting started. Even though it's Season 8. That quote hasn't been published anywhere yet. But it tells you everything. The rookie north. That's not a theory anymore. Internal memos obtained from ABC's 2025 scheduling pitch include a backup timeslot reserved for a 2026 midseason drama labeled Untitled Rookie Expansion Project, The Prague Shoot. It's not just a plotline. It's the origin story of the next generation. ABC knows the rookie is their crown jewel. It's cheap to produce, ratings reliable, internationally syndicated, easy to cross brand, but 8 seasons is a lot. Cast contracts expire, viewers age out, stories grow thin. So what do you do when a hit series starts aging? You clone it, and you test the clone quietly, inside the show fans already love. Think Marvel Phase 1. The first Iron Man movie wasn't The Avengers, but it planted the seeds, gave you a taste, and pulled you in before you even knew what was happening. That's what Prague is. It's ABC's Iron Man. And Nathan Fillion. He's Tony Stark, the legacy character meant to pass the torch, not carry it forever. Everyone's talking about the returning villain from Season 7. But no one's asking the real question. Who is he working for? We've heard whispers. Connections to international cybercrime. Ties to the intelligence community. Unfinished business in Los Angeles. But the Prague setting confirms something deeper. The villain is a test case. Not just for Nolan, but for an entirely new interconnected criminal web stretching across continents. And guess what? You can't wrap that kind of villain in a single season. He's designed to spread. This villain, if our intel is correct, will link Nolan's Prague mission, Monica's mysterious return, Garza's crossover from the rookie feds, a new female lead introduced abroad with ties to NATO, and all of this builds to a reveal fans will never expect. The LAP can't stop what's coming, which means a new unit must be formed, one that operates outside of jurisdiction. With recruits from LA, Prague, and elsewhere. Make no mistake. When the Rookie Season 8 premieres in early 2026, you'll be watching more than a crime drama. You'll be watching the prototype for network TV's global rebirth. If the Prague arc succeeds, the Rookie North gets greenlit. If that show lands ratings, the franchise expands again, likely into Asia or Canada. Within 3 years, the Rookie could have more branches than NCIS, Law & Order, and Chicago PD combined. And it all started with a quiet trip to Prague. No billboards, no Comic-Con panel. Just a few behind the scenes photos and a story powerful enough to change everything you thought you knew about what network TV was capable of. But the scariest part, there's another show already preparing to follow the same model. One you wouldn't expect. One you probably already watch. One that's already moved some of its production overseas in total silence. Want to know which one? Stay with us.